Hello world. Out here on a Saturday, June 27th. Had to go drop my vehicle off. And of course I got misquoted. I was told one price, 2 weeks ago when I set up the car appointment. But I always end up being more, but that's why we get up and take our ass to work so we can be able to afford such necessary, it's a privilege to drive, So I wanted to enjoy the privilege. So yeah, it's a nice little piece of change coming out, and it's partial work. What I really needed, the quote he gave me, that's how I know, would have been more, because to get everything I needed done, which I couldn't afford, I could, but if I could get away with the minimum on the 2007, then so be it, As long as I'm on the road, If I can get away with doing a partial, do what I'm getting done today, and then, go to work, get the money up, and get the rest of it done. So, a misquote, probably for everything I needed, basically just some wires and coils. It probably would have ran me about two racks. Fortunately, credit card paid up, so I would have been able to cover that. But again, on the 2007, if I can get away with the minimum until I can get the funds back up, because the other shit got go, that's going on. But I really want to get into is stuff I used to talk about on the channel, as far as like with work issues, work relationships and things of that nature. And especially when you like me, you definitely mean well. You can never explain that, because here's what I'm learning. I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm okay. I thought I was gonna have to do some passing, but they cut themselves off going another direction. But anyhow, what I'm learning is you have to adapt to other people's ways of how they move. And maybe I'm being a hypocrite, because maybe I expect that as well. But let me explain. I go to work, maybe it's conditioning, we always start to regurgitate, and we bring up like why are we where we are, and one of the main things I always hear people say, and maybe include myself, is though we condition. You condition to do this, you condition to do that. So to be 47 years of age, I'm conditioned, to try to keep stupid shit away from me as much as possible. My sense of humor is all over the place, my personality is what it is, but it's like people try to play me like they puppet masters, and they're never really good at it, but they're the type of people that try to hold you accountable, and most of these times, these people be the life of the party, so they think they can act, they think they can be how they want to be with everybody. And I probably didn't even say that right, because I'm just trying to get so much out of my mind. Like I said, I'm getting my walk on, while the vehicle get repaired. But you have people that like to tell me that, shit like, you a ticking time bomb. It's just the way you say it. It's the tone, like. And I hear so many people talk about that shit. One of my favorite guys, shout out to Corey Holcomb, where he talks about this enough to where, like, man, I can relate as a younger man. Not that much younger, but younger than him. But how people try to, I think I'm a paraphrase. I'm not gonna do what you want me to do, like trying to control the narrative to make them comfortable, but you're making me uncomfortable in the process. So getting back on the work situation, because I always seem to have them, my intentions is good. I'm intentional about going to work, following their rules, because I'm one of these people out here who can't get out here on YouTube on a regular basis and expect people to support my content to keep my bills paid. I always like to record. So for me to be at this age and going back to where we was, where you had to put the press record and play at the same time. If you ain't have a real microphone, you can use some headphones to get your groove on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm familiar with technology. You know what I'm saying? But I think once I had kids, my oldest is about to be 21 on Monday, 30th of June, 2025. I kind of like try to take away from myself because I was still a younger man. You know what I'm saying? When my oldest was born, but I got excuses too. You know what I'm saying? So like, everybody got excuses except me, meaning that mines aren't valid. You know what I'm saying? But just like, oh, they've been through this, they've been through that. But when it comes to what I've been through, oh, that is what it is. You got to get over it and things of that nature. That's pretty much what I try to do in the process of doing. Like, damn, they tell me to get over it. How come I'm not getting over it? Because a lot of times these people ain't experienced what you experience. And I can say the same vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had their experiences. Maybe they had something similar, but they was able to weather it better than me. I had a motherfucking, I don't know if you want to call it a nervous breakdown at this gig that, again, gigs be seeking me. But I had came across an app where you don't have to go to the same job every day, whatever is available. So if you go to this place 3 days a week, like, you know what, it's cool, but let me go somewhere else. And you can work how you want to. You basically make your own schedule, but you just got to make sure that when you make a schedule, you got to be on it. But the way this app is set up, 3 strikes and you out. Not, you got to wait 12 months or something to reapply. They abandon you for life. Because, I guess, if you got to look at it from a business perspective, companies depending on you and your employees to come and help them out that day or however long. Sometimes you see on the app where they got it scheduled from Monday through Friday, or we need you from this date, and then you got single day jobs. But since I've been on this app, at least 3 jobs sought me out. 2 of them got me to come on board because they sound like they really wanted me. But I know better now. At this point, yeah, I'm a dope ass employee. Ain't no question about it. I could be a boss, but there ain't no good employees out here these days. You know what I'm saying? I got ambitions to start me a lemonade stand, just to throw that out there. But just to, do something outside of working for other people. Or, as I was trying to get my lady on board for years, but she wanted to be the good Samaritan that she is. Look, let's get a plan. How much money I need to do, especially because she always had these ideas, but a lot of times she always try to figure that shit out on her own, then she's gonna try to bring it to me. Now we gotta do this shit together. This is ideal, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wanna talk about this partnership, which I don't think we ever can be partners, but we can build together, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, if y'all want men that have these dominant titles of protector and provider, start fucking listening to us. Like I told my lady, you know what I'm saying? What I need, you bringing these adventures to me, you know what I'm saying? So what we need, because my whole goal was, all right, I ain't about to depend on this untapped potential of investment versus just quitting the job entirely. So, because I learned my lesson about that before. Epic fail, you know what I'm saying? You learn. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna find what the niche is. I'm gonna go to work, supply the funds, because I was told you work a regular job to provide the money so you can provide for wherever goal you got. So I'm always intentional, you know what I'm saying? People always bring stuff to me, but I'm the type of person that needs education. You just can't how long have you been talking about this? For real? You never had me in mind till now? Yeah, but, oh, okay. So you ain't got no faith in me. Motherfucker want me to be a part of some shit. You know what I'm saying? Over the past, 2.5, 3 years, and I got my credit score up. I done went from a 595 to let's just say I'm over a 700, with more room to grow and I want to continue to do whatever I was doing to increase my my credit score over 200, close to 200. I want to keep doing that. So it's gonna take for me to now allow myself to be distracted. So, job issues. And lately I've been working with a lot of young people, a lot of people who didn't have any home training before they got out in the world. And so, as one young lady said, oh, in our generation, we talk about our money. Well, I don't understand why, because now somebody counting your pockets. That's never a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But no excuse. That's just a bold thing to do, because it's just like a lot of things that now I'm about to play the sexist game, or the sex game, male versus female. Since that's what I see on the internet a lot. Females, and I hear, and it's almost like I'm taking internet talking points, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's like the internet that took my talking points, because anytime I had these thoughts or these concerns, oh, you tripping, you just bitter, and you might be right about the bitter part. Tripping, not so much. Something had to happen for me to get bitter. I don't wake up and say, God, I want to be bitter today. I don't think any of us really do that. And then again, it is some people out there. Don't put me in that category. In most cases, I say, just leave me the fuck alone if you don't have good intentions. So, this lesbian girl had the nerve to pull the dad was diagnosed card in the midst of being held accountable, because I'm not gonna sit there and try to explain to you, because you're already in your feelings that I don't laugh at your corny joke or if I don't talk to you. Just because everybody always talking about, tone and your delivery, I don't waste my time trying to talk to people and explain to them their imperfections and why I don't want to associate myself with you. Meaning, I seen something and I heard you say some things, and she has said some offensive shit, but I can't address it because I'm a brother of color. She's a lesbian white female. She gonna pull what she pulled the other day. And just so I'm not oh my bad, I just saying something ahead. But if it's true that her pops diagnosed, I send prayers to him. Hold on, let me tie my shoe. It was just the timing of it. And like I said, I had a nervous breakdown too, but it wasn't for no reasons like that. Hey, what's going on? But I sent prayers out to that man, you know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to sound rude, but I want to know what was her relationship. As much as I hear her slandering men throughout I'm like, damn, they allowed this shit? It was a dude. I thought they was close, but he ended up not being at work one day, and he on the Rainbow Coalition side of the game too. And I used to hear them, have a conversation. Sometimes it's like they was cool, but they always used to sit together. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. And but a lot of times I used to peep game, and it almost seemed like she used to try to bully dude again because he's not of the masculine type. And her wanting to be masculine. The way I interpret it, dude wasn't trying to be bothered with her like that every day. She was always on some bullshit. I remember when I first started as a temp, and I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to my surroundings, and I'm trying to weed out the people that I need to weed out, because again, I already, by instinct, being over 45, I'm I got to test the energy around me. She used to seem like she used to always bully dude, because a lot of times he ain't like he was on it. Like I said, they cool, it seemed. So sometimes it be on the shits. Certain days he don't be on the shits, and you can't make motherfuckers be on the shits. That's why I interpreted from her. And I wanted to make sure that we weren't gonna have those problems. Because people think I'm younger. Nowadays I'm getting 30-somethings. I used to hear 20-somethings, you know. That's why you got, and I don't be trying to tell my age, but I'm not ashamed of it. But that's really gonna put you in the bind, Nate. Cause, oh, he way older than what I thought he was. Now, you should be like, damn, that's why he don't be on that shit. And then see what it is, I'll be older than their parents. Oh, you older than my dad, you older than, yeah. And y'all be fucking bullshitting with them. Providers and protectors, you know what I'm saying? And we can't even get the respect deserved. Times have changed, so women, y'all put yourselves out here to want to compete. Here it is. One of the unofficial feminists, shout out to After Hours, Miss Molly, be going in on men. Trying to hold us accountable, but sometimes she be extreme. But if I heard her correctly, she said men and women are too integrated. We don't have our own shit no more. Well, I guess bridge clubs for the ladies, poker for the men, cigar lounge. Women in the cigar lounges now. Like, because they want to do what men do, see what men do. Steve Harvey, thanks, man. These bitches really think they us. You can't be us. You can think like us all you want. That's why they pushing the real ones like me away so they can train their boys up to be on that sucker shit. You know what I mean? Walking this hill. 2 weeks ago, I had to walk down this motherfucker. Assuming nobody volunteered to give me no ride, which I'm not anticipating or banking on. If it was really that serious, I would have asked. But yeah, I had to walk down this motherfucker to retrieve my vehicle. Might have to do it again, but it's a good sweat. Checking my endurance. But yeah, man, I ain't for biting my tongue. I love the amount of money I'm making. As far as like, I wasn't making this shit 2 years, 3 years ago. Hell, not even 5 years ago. Because we always fucked up 5 years ago. I don't think we was too much making nothing. Unless you was PPE in it. Or you got on unemployment before they dropped that shit. I was getting like 300. I started out with like 7 something. Then they start cutting that shit. Oh yeah, it's time to go back to work. 300 a week. Better than the zero that I was dealing with. But nah. This ain't sustainable for what I need going on. Then my car, Nissan Maximum, I think that was a 2001. Started showing that it's over for you. Same symptoms that my car now that's in the shop had with the what you call that thing, the check engine light flashing. It's one thing for it to display, but it was flashing. But motherfuckers saw how they gonna call me on confidence. I mean, because this world's so sensitive, and even me saying shit like I'll outwork you is worth calling me out on. Don't nobody else have that mentality or that attitude. You want a team that you didn't even, you want a team to work together that you didn't even assemble. And you added a fourth piece, because it's, like I said, I'm going back a little bit. These jobs be desperate because they don't want to pay the agency. And I see that they just pick anybody that'll, hell, I'm anybody for that matter. But they'll hire anybody to fill a void and wondering why you having an issue that you having. The hiring process is rushed. I done been in places where the background check that took a month. I remember that shit happened with Cold Stone. Started getting me through the process and never gave me no hours. Same thing with PF Chang. PF Chang, punk bitches. Why y'all be missing out on quality? Y'all worry about attitude. I'm not about to sit up here and bullshit with you when I peep bullshit. So as far as like with the lesbian, breaking down, throwing pops up in the mix. How close was you with that man? All of a sudden you heard that he was diagnosed. So that means you ain't even keeping in touch with dude. You had to hear it from somebody else. So again, they may come off ill, but shit, all the ill shit I hear coming out of her mouth, talk about that. Tell dude why you crying to him. And admit that you said, and he probably don't give a fuck. They looking for the people that they can go out and have a beer with. Nah, man. But yeah, tell dude how you wasn't listening to him when he gave us those announcements that day. You new to this. You trying to establish authority. And little do motherfuckers know why you fake trying to call me out for being confident because the other people around you, now unless y'all all about the money and fuck this job, go tell the motherfuckers that want to shut that shit down for any reason. Go tell them how you feel. Tell them you got employees that don't listen to me. When we was in our little powwow the other night, yesterday, she wasn't paying attention. But I guess she was fighting tears and holding back tears. But for reasons why I treat her the way I treat her, she making statements about me, looking at everybody else but me. You want to jump in my face with that fake nice to see you shit, which programming, be nice, say nice shit. Nah, I'd rather you not say nothing at all. That's the nicest thing you can do for me. 22 and a half minutes into this. Whew. Made it to the top almost. At least the peak of it. That's where we started. 47 years of age, man. That's why I have confidence. That's why I say I outwork it. I'm not mad at that. You can call me on that shit if you want to. I'm not mad at that. It's confidence. And you need to care about shit like that. I get, he probably gave me the same grace when I broke down, but I was mad. I was about to quit. It wasn't that I got a health issue in the family. I was about to quit. Shit. I got goals and aspirations too. And not to be friends with fake motherfuckers. Shit. But good. She played it good. She timed that out good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, condolences and prayers. I don't play around with that shit either. It was just the timing of it. And you going through all this shit, this is not a good day. Bitch, why are you here? People say, why I'm here on my birthday? Nigga, I get money. So you going through it like that? That ain't my fault. You gonna use me as an excuse for some real shit you going through. Bitch, you fake as fuck, man. You don't even like men. You making statements, she said some bullshit about, to another gay dude. Said some shit like, oh, ask Logan. Why would I ask Logan anything about what you saying as far as like she don't compliment men like that? Like I give a fuck. Duh. I read energy well. And then again, how you was talking to the other gay dude that quit, bullying him. Oh, bitch, you are shit. And they young motherfuckers think because they been here longer. But what is your work ethic like? You one of the ones that decided to keep coming, and in most cases you don't want to be there. Why show up? Like I want to display better energy too, though, I'm saying, but it ain't about pleasing no other employees, especially people that don't want to be there. And I'm supposed to be quiet when they bringing that shit to my space? No pun intended. But what the fuck? So when I peep imperfections, I eliminate that shit. I do shit like ignore you so you don't talk to me. Because I see the fakeness in you, you know what I'm saying? And again, reiterate the fact that she don't like men. because she usually don't give them compliments. I never asked you to give me no compliment. Seeing how you roll, I don't look for validation in a sense, except for myself. But I'm gonna let you know, I see my work ethic, and ain't nobody younger than me outworking me, period. And I only say that because I had to endure all that bitch and shit. I ain't gonna re-explain that shit no more to him, because you want to feel like you calling the motherfucker out. Whatever. Because I'm not gonna, whatever, man. So, some random person just blew the horn like, I'm cool, motherfucker. I'm cool with that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? When you respect my energy, respect, all right, he ain't on that bullshit. Damn, he is a grown ass man. You know what I mean? We good. Respect my boundaries of, don't ask me about my money. I don't know you like that. I don't tell nobody about my money. It don't benefit you none to know how much I make. But it's accountability season, man. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell Will his tone and his delivery is offensive. No, you soft. You soft as hell, charming, whatever you want to call it. Pacifying motherfuckers that sit up here and appease your ego. I'm not gonna do that. You know how I can appease your ego? Outperform everybody. You got at least one up in here that's about it. You don't sell me no bullshit about, hey, your leadership, and this is previous leadership. The motherfucker that hired me actually got fired like 2 weeks ago, some shit like that. Not even 30 days into my motherfucking hiring and shit, cause they ain't give me no details, don't say, but it was some shit. And the HR girl who approved all that, she also was fired. So I was trying to do some conspiracy theory, like they let me mind my business, you know what I'm saying? So now this guy got to come in and try to establish his footprint. But you can't be trying to call out your strongest, and then again you ain't even in rooms like that, and you ain't got time to do it. Then babysit, to come and have to spend a day, swap Lucy out. Lucy need a day off. You come in and you hold down that room and see how different the energy change. You're gonna come to see and say, Will, I don't see what you're talking about. Exactly. Come on, man. What did you expect? You know what I mean? It's just when you come in the room now and they know who you are, them same motherfuckers on that shit. But it ain't stopping the griping. It ain't stopping the complaining. They don't want to be there. There's shit going on. It's summertime, about to be July. 4th of July, Friday coming up. No motherfuckers definitely gonna be on they ill shit all week coming up, leading up to the 4th. They might find a way to get us up out of there early. Don't mean shit to me. I don't get holiday pay, so hey, I'd rather work, but you gotta be held accountable for your actions, you know what I'm saying? Like if I did something to somebody and they explain to me what it is or whatever, and then again, she's not mature enough to have a conversation with me because she couldn't even look at me when she was telling people about shit about me. I'm right there in the circle. You're looking at everybody else but me. She talking about, and she's telling to the females. Every time she say something, she look at the female and say, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. You hate men, man. You hate masculine men. You hate men that you can't bullshit with. Like I said, as an orange badge, you let it be known that you the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? You like to be this and that. All right, it's cool. Do your thing. Don't bother everybody with that shit. It's cool. Do what you do. Like I tell them, y'all get through the day how y'all get through y'all day. I get through my day how I get through my day. A lot of times, I prefer to work by myself, but as a team environment, I get it. So you can sit up here and say, oh, in order for this to work, I needed to be a team. You can't be having that outwork your mentality. I'm not gonna change. Sorry. Sorry, nigga. Don't make no sense, you know what I'm saying, to change that mentality. You know what I'm saying? When you got the best motherfucker on the team. Think about it. Yeah, these people don't want to be a team because they don't want to put in that effort. And they probably just can't. So I have to come to grips with that. 30 minutes of funk, back at the crib, about to chill out, until they let me know that the car done. You know what I'm talking about? That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. You know what I'm talking about? 47 years of age, man, hitting that hill. Bless y'all, man. Be good. Stay hydrated. Yup.